Getting raw with it. This shit sounds real good as a catchphrase on TikTok while you sit there and doom scroll, and I'm one removed on this side of the screen, and I don't have to say anything I don't want to say. But is that it? It's definitely not. So let's talk about it. It's time to call my shit out. So I say, preach authenticity, right? I preach showing up, modeled behavior, and I live by that a lot. But if I'm being honest, there is so much more room to wildly show up as myself. And what's so beautiful about this space that we're in right now in real time, no matter if you're catching me live or you're catching me on this video that feels an awful lot like a live, I just want to be as uncut and unapologetically myself beyond the fucking industry jargon, beyond the vocabulary and the language that I throw around because I like to feel fucking smart. I like to feel like I am in control of all of the parts of my life, and I'm not. And that's scary. But I also choose to do things within discomfort and through discomfort because I know that discomfort equals growth. And here I am again. I'm about to hit this part where it's easy for me to stay ambiguous because I really fucking want to reach other people. That's the part of me that hits. I am an artist. I'm a practicing artist. The way that my work speaks to inclusivity, the way that it's a really big fucking deal for me to make sure that if someone is in a space and they don't have language or agency yet, or they don't have, and they do, but they don't think that they do, or they don't think that they belong, or you're in a space and you're more worried about the way other people exist in it than to think about how you exist in it. And that goes for online communities, that goes for classrooms, that goes for friendships, that goes for workplaces, it goes for the family that has inner circles, it goes for every fucking thing that you can think about that is applicable, that you find yourself being like, oh, I'm just gonna observe or take it in. I look forward to being who I am today as the person I needed when I was lost. That part makes it hit. And I didn't get on this, I didn't come here to show up and say I'm gonna cry every day, but you know what? It seems to be a common thread. So here it is. We all have spaces that we don't know how to exist in. And as you grow up and you learn, there's different ways that we show up or don't show up for ourselves. So let's just take an instance, right? I was overweight. I had acne. I had greasy hair. I didn't have a friend group. I'm a hyper extrovert around the people that I know. Young Ra, teenage Ra. And I don't know how to exist in my body that I'm stuck with because I hated it. I hated it. I hated the skin that I have. I hate the way that my eyes are tiny and my cheeks are giant and squishy. I hated that I didn't know how to move because I didn't have people that showed me how to move. I come from a beautiful family. Please don't misunderstand. I am surrounded by friends and family. And I also have had a wildly alone and public experience. So some things look like kids are dicks, okay? They tease you, they poke fun of. I'm 6 feet tall. They'd poke fun at being 6 feet tall, right? So those are some specifics. And in those spaces, I wish that I had the audacity to say, like, leave me alone, or to not even answer to their framing. I wish that I could have said, I don't know, like, maybe even something like, this isn't right, but this is honest. Like, somebody says, oh, your face is ugly. Your face is ugly. I was a fucking afraid of my own shadow. I moved in spaces that my only way to manage with being uncomfortable was to totally fucking act like it wasn't happening. And I would shut down and I would put the world on the outside of me. And I wish that there were times where an adult could have said something for me on my behalf. or do this model behavior that I do for my kid all the time that looks like me holding their hand, and then I speak on the behalf of them as though I were them. So it looks something like, I don't like how you are using language. I don't like what you're saying. I disagree. I love myself and I'm going to walk away. I don't know, any of those things. It's funny how I'm not going to cut. I'm going to keep going, because if I were live, this is conversation that would have, and I'd have to re-anchor myself. And I will address why I'm going to start doing more content than more lives, but maybe you'll just find your way. What that has done for me in figuring out the language finally to what it is that I'm doing, and the things that I always show up as this version for myself and others, for my child, for friends, for strangers unaware. And now, I don't know if y'all know about the Wish Factor, the Hope Creed, or the Wish Factor. I'll tell you, there's some B-roll content here. So as I embark upon other platforms and spaces, know that this can be expanded upon quite a bit. We're going to continue and just let you know, I wish a motherfucker would. Because now I wildly show up in spaces where if somebody has something to say, let me sit up in my chair. If someone has something to say, I can't wait to challenge them. I can't wait to flick it right back at them and give them this mirror that's like, you thought you were coming for her today? Right over there? You're not. And it's such a way, because I choose to move with kindness. But man, if I tell you I can leave you feeling cussed out without cussing, at least at you. Yeah, sprinkle in a little colorful metaphors. But I can leave you feeling cussed out and in a wild point of reflection and speechless, because I understand my own brain, I understand people, and I've taken time to figure it out what it is that I fucking don't need from you any longer. And I look forward to being that baddie, to being that girl, to being that adult, everything that somebody else needs in that moment, because I too was there. And that's the part that drives me. So when I think about who I am in this space and what I'm showing up for, it feels great to leave it ambiguous, because the modeled behavior comes in these wild moments that I can't possibly hypothesize what those look like and have 200 videos for ways to move through that. But you know what? I can, and I will, and I got time today. Y'all got the right one. So and people pull up and I'm outside and I still feel like, ooh, I don't want them to hear me, yet I'm putting this out on the internet. So let me land this plane. I don't remember. See, this is what it's like to be in my lives. I have a thought. I'm going to have to rewatch the video to catch it up. If this might be a hook, it also might lose you. But you know what? My people will find me. I choose to show up as me in the way that I needed me when I was lost. And then I can apply that to you. With that being said, I have an abundant amount of tailored resources, this weird and wild and incredibly beautiful gift of channeling in real time. I will stand by you and hold your hand as long as it takes, because I have learned how to do that for myself, and now I know how to show up for others. In the comments, this can be moved just like a live, and I am going to go live, for the record. I'm going to go live 3 days a week. It's going to probably be like a Monday, Wednesday, Friday, or Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. I don't know. Tell me what you think. But in the comments, you have a unique opportunity right now. You can DM me. You can also comment on this and create a conversation. You can start talking about the things that hit you in this video that you want to open up and buy, or it's your cousin, or it's your friend, or it's your cousin, and it's your friend. I don't care how it is that you convey to me the thing that you need, but convey it. I have space for you, and I will try on every scenario that I can and walk through in real time and make it an entire series. I got time. We got 200 videos, baby. Like, let's live that thing, because that's how I want to show up. I'm also, I kind of hate the part where people say that they're an open book and then ask whatever you want. I'm going to continue to get raw with it, because that's who I am, and I love to show up in that version. Stand by for more, interact in this thing, and then I'll see you guys live tomorrow. I love you, and be Sue. Mwah. Be your fucking favorite version of yourself and go make today your bitch. Bye.